Attention woman 30 plus, if you are doing these 5 key things, you might be sabotaging your fat loss goals. I'm here to break down exactly what those things are and share with you all of my tools to help you eliminate stubborn fat, build muscle, boost your metabolism, eliminate cravings, and do it specifically when we're hitting midlife and hitting in our 30s and what used to work is no longer working. Before we go right into it, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Ayler Fitness. I have my 4-year degree in kinesiology, CSDS. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant and a GAPS practitioner, and I have helped over 1,000 women build muscle, lose anywhere from 5 to 40 pounds of fat, transform their body, eating more food in just 90 days with my whole body 90-day transformation program. By the way, it is starting November 12th, so head to the description on my YouTube. I got so much more details there below, but we're going to dive right into it. Here are the 5 key things that could be sabotaging you and keeping you from finally losing the weight. And this is the key: getting permanent fat loss, meaning no more yo-yoing, no more gaining it back. Okay, first one. Over-reliance on trendy low-carb diets and fasting. Here's the deal. Low-carb diets and the intermittent fasting, this is very popular right now, especially in 2024. And we see so many people posting a lot of things about doing like these 16-8 or these 1 meal a days. And then we're over 30 and we're doing these low-carb diets. We're eating less and less food. Our body's metabolism adapts to that. And therefore, that becomes your new maintenance. So you may realize, okay, I'm doing 1 meal a day. In the beginning, I'm losing weight. I'm feeling good. But all of a sudden, I'm eating so much less food. I'm toppling that with all these trendy low-carb diets that I'm going to go into a second, what they do with our hormones. And what ends up happening is our body adapts to the lower food and all of our stress hormones go up, and we end up actually hitting a plateau or not continuing to see the results. I want to explain a little bit more about that because I know it was a little confusing. But low carb diets, especially very low calorie diets too, all of these are additional stressors on the body. And the deeper we are on a low calorie diet and even a very, very low to no carb diet, especially for us women, this could really disrupt our thyroid function, which runs our metabolism, the rate of which you're burning your food, building. It also affects your energy levels, and it can even lead to poor digestion. And fasting, while it's so great, we want to utilize it as a tool here or there, not all of the time, because if we take something, just like I told you, if we cut our calories very low, or we go on these very low carb diets, or we doing these things, yes, you're initially going to see results because you're going from maybe a standard American diet to this big extreme, but your body adapts to it. Then, 6 months or so or longer, you're not seeing the same results. And now, because we've been on low calories for a very long time, we have to look at how this has impacted our hormones as women. Because as I mentioned, and this is really key before I go to the next one, if you're on a low calorie diet and you're starting to get cravings and you feel like you're not getting the pump in the gym and you feel like you're almost feeling more inflamed in your body, more bloated, more swollen, here's the deal. If we're on very low calorie diets for a while, it starts to impact our leptin and our ghrelin, and these are our hunger and satiety cues. So what you may realize is that you're feeling less full and satiated, more cravings, more irritable, lower energy, not sleeping good, and all of these things end up being an additional stressor on the body and cause you to actually store belly fat because it is increasing the cortisol levels. So we don't want to do these crazy low carb diets. We're going into 2025. We want to go into it with a sustainable approach when it comes down to it, guys. And if you check out on my YouTube channel, my case studies playlist, I deep dive into my entire approach, how I don't focus on calories in versus calories out, but I get clients to lose anywhere. I had a client lose 32 pounds and 8 inches off for her waist, focusing on her gut and her hormones. And she's eating 700 calories more a day and doing no cardio. So go check out my case studies playlist on my YouTube, and I deep dive into so many different women, and they have all these different thyroid issues too, health issues going on. They're unable to lose weight, and I'm getting them to lose, again, 5 to 40 pounds with my 90-day program. So we just have to look at our health in a different way, which is why I love doing these and sharing this. Now, I saved the best for the last. We're going to go into the second tip. And the second tip is actually neglecting muscle prevention during weight loss. When we hit weight loss, we are so caught up in, okay, I want to get results fast. What can I do fast? We drop our calories low. We go on an extreme diet. We're adding in a ton of cardio, and we're so focused on those aspects. But what we don't realize is that muscle prevention is really crucial, especially for my women post 30, since it impacts your metabolism, it supports your hormone health. Muscle loss also decreases your resting metabolic rate, making it harder to lose fat. So adequate protein when we're in our 30s. This is huge for helping us maintain our lean muscle mass, getting the right strength training versus overdoing cardio to maintain the muscle and prevent metabolic slowdown and reduce inflammation of the body. And all of this in return, it really helps, moving our body when we're having, I would say, I guess I'm going to throw it out there in this way. When I'm moving my body and I'm feeling good in my skin and I'm eating enough protein and my blood sugar is regulated and I feel better and my stress gets down because I start feeling better. And I know that sounds crazy, but ask yourself, every time in your life when you are feeling your best self, like your mental alignment was there, your diet was there, movement was there. It was a whole system approach. So the second one is neglecting muscle prevention during weight loss. That is huge. Don't just go crazy cardio, cut the calories low because we're in our 30s and we have to look at our hormones too. Our metabolism is going to adapt to it. You're going to be there. And a really good example of this is actually a client that came to me for my 90-day whole body. She is actually down over 10 pounds, and she came to me doing 2 hours of cardio a day prior. She was down to 900 calories per day as well, and she's eating 400 calories more. She got to the place where she was having even so much anxiety, and her anxiety was coming. She didn't know what to eat. She started hitting a plateau. She thought she had to cut her food more. Then she felt worse. And then she felt like she couldn't go out and was getting into such a bad relationship. And we were able to get her eating more. She started seeing her body transform without extremes. We worked on her stress and all of those hidden stressors, her gut, her hormones. And it's crazy what you can do. Guys, don't just think it's about cutting the calories. We got to look at a different approach. And because I am just so excited about this and so passionate about it, I want to throw this out there. If you've been in a place where you're struggling to reach your goals, you've been struggling for, a while now, you're training hard, you're not seeing results, or you have all of these other hidden stressors going on, crazy busy with cravings, low energy, we got gut issues going on, thyroid issues, you can't lose weight, feel like your metabolism slowed down, and midday you just feel like you're run down. I am looking for 11 women, 30 plus, busy life, looking to build muscle, lose 5 to 40 pounds of fat with zero extremes in 90 days. This is the key. You have to be ready to put in the work. It's not going to be crazy recipes and hours of meal prep at all. I have the busiest moms, CEOs that I work with, and we make it easy. And I give you the tools so that your weight loss is permanent and it's sustainable. It is a 90-day program. If you're ready to transform your body, I am ongoing right now accepting applications to see if we're the right fit. You can DM me ready on Instagram, or you can head to the description below. This is truly, I always say, I'm like, this is the last program you will need. You're not going to need another app, another challenge. This is like, I teach my clients everything. I was almost 200 pounds. I got down to 90. I had my whole health journey. You can check out my SIBO playlist on my YouTube. Highly, highly recommend it. I got 3 more key ones. I saved the best for last. We're going to go into the next big thing is ignoring the impact of stress on fat storage. So stress, we all hear it. Fight or flight response. How can we reduce stress? And we think cortisol is actually bad. And we need it because think about the lion scenario. If something is happening and something's coming at you, you need cortisol to get out of that situation. This is your fight or flight response. The problem is we don't want to be in this all the time. And relating it to weight loss, stress is the major factor in fat retention, especially for women in their 30s and above. And just, anyone having these hormone shifts in their bodies. High cortisol, it not only encourages fat storage around that belly, that midsection, but it disrupts your gut. It can tear holes in that gut lining so you're not absorbing and assimilating your nutrients. Your energy starts going. Also, it could take over your immune system if it's hitting the gut. You're starting to get sick more. Maybe you're in thyroid issues. Your blood work showing anemia. It could throw off your hormones. It could lead to mood swings going on. And there's other signs of chronic stress than just the mental aspect, guys. If you have like gut dysbiosis, like H. pylori, SIBO, these bad bacteria that taken over, that's a form of stress. And those wreak havoc on the gut, which then, everything is congesting our liver, which 20% of our thyroid is. So then that goes, and your thyroid runs your metabolism. So you have to look at not just, I'm not stressed living in my life. We have to look at our food quality. We have to look at, is there mold going on? We have to look at, are we overdoing cardio? We have to look at the gut. So many huge factors, because you may not think you're stressed, or you may just be so stressed that you got to a point that you adapted to it and you think you're managing it, but you're just so far down the line. And it's going to get to your health. It's going to get to your hormones. It's going to get to your thyroid, and it's going to wreak havoc on your metabolism. Check out my playlist, my thyroid plant playlist on my YouTube. There is a test actually thyroid doctors do not run. They run your TSH and your T4 and not your T3. And I did a whole video deep diving into this because I have so many clients that I help figure out that they have underlying thyroid issues, Hashimoto's, or even reverse T3 because the doctors aren't running the right tests. So check out my YouTube playlist on thyroid. And then we have two more. And then I see also we have a few questions on my live over here. The next one is going to be gut and hormone balance. These are huge factors of what I call metabolic chaos. When our body's just in this place, we're going for weight loss. We're having all these symptoms, the fatigue, the mood swings, the cravings, the digestive issues, the belly fat, the hormone issues. And what I mean by this is I kind of actually went into it in number 3. I should have just made it into one tip. But basically, imagine like your entire body. You got your gut, your liver, your thyroid, your adrenals, your immune system, and all of these systems, they're interconnected like a web, a spider web, we'll call it, okay? And when your stress is high, it doesn't just impact the cortisol levels, it impacts the gut bacteria, your digestion, your absorption of your nutrients. So it's not just about eating protein. If you have chronic dysbiosis, chronic leaky gut, you have your lining of your gut, everything's open, things are going to your bloodstream. You may not be even breaking down, having enough HCl, if we have H. pylori, to denature your protein and actually be assimilating all of your nutrients and amino acids to build muscle. It's like all these go together. And women over 32, when we get to a place where we hit a lot of different traumas throughout our life, a lot of different stressors, we went through our push times, and we get to this place where we're just, one thing happens, it's holding off the edge, and we feel so bad, and we keep pushing weight loss. And over here, what I do with my 90-day programs and just everything with my clients, it's all focused on the holistic side. All of the external stressors while addressing the nutrition in an approach where my clients are eating more, eliminating cravings within a week, getting energy back. I had a client off of her testosterone, healing her gut with normal levels again. Guys, like these are big things. Don't focus on fat loss, focus on the entire body. Save the best one. And then I got a few questions over here that I really want to hit. And for everyone hopping on, my next 90-day whole body transformation is starting November 12th. And I am looking for 11 busy women over 30 ready to build fat, build muscle, lose fat, transform their body. I won't go all into the craziness, but if you are ready, just head to the description below and let's set up a call to see for that perfect fit. I love it, guys. And check out my case studies playlist regardless, because the stories are going to inspire you. The last one is overlooking the gut's role in hormone regulation and fat loss. So what I mean by this is we have a second brain, and it is crucial for hormone regulation. And poor gut health can really, like I mentioned, hinder your nutrient absorption, which can lead to imbalances in our hormones, estrogen, progesterone. And then when you have imbalanced hormones, it's going to make fat loss harder, especially as we age. And then when we're getting toward midlife, we start having irregular cycles, bloating, skin issues, and all of these indicate the gut needs to be addressing. So as you can see, when it comes down to it, all of these different reasons why we're unable to lose weight are not just the calories, go eat protein, they're all meant around healing our gut, getting to the root cause of all the stressors, balancing out our hormones, getting our stress down, getting more time for our family, healing our body. To get to a healthy body weight, we have to get to a healthy body internally. And that is literally everything that I believe in. I see a question over here. It says, is it necessary to have non-vegetarian food to lose weight? I'm a pure vegetarian and difficult to lose weight. I am already 40. So with everything I'm saying right here, number one is I am not a doctor. But this is key. I don't know who you are. I don't know your past diet history, your gut, your hormones. I was actually vegetarian and vegan. I was raw vegan for over 7 years. I've done carnivore, keto, you name it. And the big thing with the vegetarian diet is a lot of the fake meats out there, they have a lot of just bad stuff. And they're not good for your gut, not good for your hormones at all. And if we're not doing it the right way, we may not be getting all of our amino acids. So I do work with vegetarians that do fish, so we're able to get a good amount of our omega-3s in, but we also have to look at our gut and our gut function so that we're able to break down the things like the legumes, which are more of, and get in more of our beans, legumes. It's like our complementary protein. So you're able to get all of your amino acids in and thrive on it. So with you, weight loss, I can say, yes, you should be able to lose it on, you should be able to do good on a vegetarian diet, but you have to look at all of the other factors too. Because if you're under chronic stress, we have gut issues going on. It's a type of foods. I don't know what you're eating those, but in the perfect case scenario, I would say yes. But we got to look at the other factors. I'm scrolling through. I'm seeing if there's any other questions going on. And I created actually a freebie for you guys on my YouTube channel. If you head to the description, I have a meal prep guide with all of my favorite easy, high protein recipes for you. It's game changer. Get it. It's going to help you stay on track for the holidays. It is free. Just go in the description below, share it with a friend. And you guys, I even have a smoothie ebook there for you too. Well, I'm going to head off. If you're ready to transform your body, head to the description below and let's set up a call. I truly believe in unicorn moments, and I truly would love to help you on your journey and see if we're that perfect fit. Bye, guys.